don't always love a headband, especially when my ears are popping out, but I'm in a rush to get to work. So we're gonna get this video filmed. Also, does my skin just look so dry? All right, we're gonna add a little bit of Hourglass finishing powder. Just to add a little bit of life to the face, I hope. That was like the sloppiest. Oh my goodness. I thought I had my Rare Beauty blush in hand, but I had my bronzer brush in hand. Okay. Well, oh jeez. Okay, this tretinoin one, really, I have been slugging, and I literally took like over a week off, and and now it's been a few days, but maybe I haven't slugged since. Do I have like black mascara there? Wow, this is not going well. Well, at least it doesn't really look like I rubbed bronzer all over my face. Do I need a little extra? Normally I do not like shake that like that. Okay, well, we're gonna get started while my face dries. Welcome you guys to the first day of It's Just Vlogmas. I'm gonna try and post every single day in December, but I'm not putting too much pressure on myself because that just like ruins my life when I put too much pressure on myself. And I've been trying to be a little bit better about that. But you can expect a video almost every day throughout the month of December. I was trying to do that in November. We failed about halfway through. So like I said, not too much pressure on myself. But we are kicking off Vlogmas with an update for my rolling Project 10 pan, and I do have one empty to share with you. I'm also not putting too much pressure on myself with this project for the rest of the year. Whatever I can accomplish, and I'm happy with that. I've had so much fun this year just playing around with my makeup more and not focusing as heavily on project panning, and that is what I'm going to be doing as I enter 2025. I will still have a rolling Project 10 pan where I'm trying to complete products, but overall my focus for my channel next year is going to be mostly enjoying the collection that I have, but like cycling through it a little bit better rather than hyper focusing on products, and also testing and trying new things. But I do have one rollout today, and I'm not going to be replacing that product since we only have 1 month left. So if you're interested in my update, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project panning content, palette themed content, or just chit chatting about makeup, I'd love if you'd consider subscribing. Before moving on, let's get into the video. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I absolutely love the way that my eyeshadow turned out today, and it is the Polar Express palette from Nomad. Okay, Nomad coming through with, you know, better palettes than I've previously tried in the past. I will say, I don't think Nomad is going to have like the multi-chromes that you're necessarily getting from like Bella Beauté Bar or Ensley Rain, but I like really love the way that this look turned out. So that is completely beside the point. We're gonna kick it off by talking about a product that is currently either in my car or at work, and it is the Fresh Honey Lip Balm, like the lip balm in the shade Honey or in the scent Honey. Trying to empty that off. I really hope I'm able to do that before the end of the year. Fresh changed their like lip balm formula, and it's just not as good. The shade Honey kind of gets everywhere and makes it look like I have chapped lips. So I've been trying to get used out of that in the car, but I've also been using my Ulla Henriksen Pout Preserve, which I prefer. But I would love that as an empty to just leave in 2024, have an extra empty, and then just be done with it. So we'll see. I'm sorry that I don't physically have that to share with you, but if it is just like in my car or even at work when I go today, I will bring it home and take a picture, and I'll pop it on the screen somewhere so you guys can see how much product I have left to go for that. We can talk about my Rowan 75 degrees quad next. I told you guys I just wanted to see what I would be able to do with this quad this year, and I'm very excited to say we now have a pan in the bottom 2 shadows. So we have a pan in every pan in this palette, which is so exciting. We'll see what I can do the next month, but this is something that I will be decluttering at the end of this year and this month. This is something that I purchased, I think either in 2020 or 2021. I love the Rowan quads. I rave about them all the time. But having this as a focus quad this year, I've realized this is my least favorite of the quads that I have. It is definitely getting older. It's 4 cream shadows. So this one will be ready to retire at the end of the year. I do still think this is beautiful, and I will miss like these 2 shades specifically. They're very similar, but they're this really beautiful kind of like golden taupe sort of shade. beautiful, will be missed, but these are old and it's time to retire them. Okay, so I was at 45 uses as of the last update. I have reached for this an additional 5 times. So we've reached 50 uses, and honestly, I thought I would reach for this well over 100 times. Like, I thought it would be between like maybe 150 and 200, but it's just not something I have been reaching for every day. So I'm happy to even be at 50 uses, and I can kind of take you through each shade. So we have this shade right up here, which has the largest pan. I was at 27 uses going into this update. I did reach for this an additional 3 times. So we are at 30 uses on this shade, and this is my most used shade in the palette. This one right next to it, I was at 24 uses. I did not reach for this one at all, so still at 24 uses here. This one down here, which we do now finally have a pan on, I was at 21 uses last update. I did reach for this an additional 3 times. So we are also at 24 uses now with this shade. And then this bottom shade right here was my most used shade going into this year, but my least used shade this year. I had reached for this 8 times. As of the last update, I did reach for this 1 additional time and did finally hit a pan. I knew I was so close, and now we're at 9 uses on this one. I hope to get to at least 10 with that one. But that is where we sit with the Rowan 75 Degrees quad. I do plan to focus on the Mood Forever quad next year, and I actually do think I will get more use out of that quad. I just feel like that color story matches a lot more maybe that I'm doing, and will be much more easy to incorporate into looks, whereas this one, I don't know. I definitely reached for this one less than I was anticipating. Let's move on to something I didn't reach for at all. I'm really disappointed in myself on ColourPop Ritz this year. I have repressed it. This is what it looks like. I obviously am not going to finish this before the end of the year. This is something I do think I will carry into next year and probably focus on right away in my 2025 project. I would like to just finish this up. I just have so much fun playing with eyeshadow that I don't reach for a lid topper. Like, this is just not my personal aesthetic. Although maybe I could add a little bit of Ritz to this look. I'm honestly like already so pleased with this look. I don't really want to, like, I don't want to ruin it too much, but I'm just gonna tap a little bit of Ritz on top. Ritz is definitely like not, actually no, I take that back. I was gonna say it's starting to dry out. Actually, it does still feel pretty creamy. I don't really necessarily feel like it's adding a lot to this, but there we go. We got a use. We got a use. Oh, and I actually have now a new pan in the center there. I don't know if you'll be able to tell at all, but okay, well, that's exciting. This is not going to be complete before the end of the year, which I'm really disappointed in. I was really thinking at the beginning of the year I would have the capability to finish this. I would have had to put more effort into it, but alas, I did not. So there's that. We can talk about this product next as well. I've maybe reached for this twice. I don't feel like this was necessarily super smart of me to put into this project. It's the NARS Laguna Sunkissed Bronzing Cream. I don't reach for a bronzing cream every single day, and this is definitely more pigmented. So this is not something that's really working for me well at this moment. I did self-tan once, like a week ago, but I have not been self-tanning very much at all this year, and I'm totally happy with that because self-tanning is like, it's a full-time job sometimes. At least the way that I was self-tanning. All that to say, this just doesn't work well for me right now. It does not smell like anything, honestly, which makes me really happy. This is something I will bust back out next spring, summer, and hope to get more use out of it. I also did drop mine. That's why mine kind of looks weird, but I'm hoping to at least maybe hit a pan in 2025, but that's not gonna happen in 2024. A product that I am proud of is my Rose Ink Highlighter. This is in the shade Opalescent. I am really excited to see the progress photos here. Now, I do know I did get a ton of use on this last update, and now I'm like, have I maintained that same amount of progress? Or am I just thinking of my progress for the last update and I'm thinking I have a lot more progress on this and I don't? Regardless, I have a really big pan on this, and I've said before with Rose Ink products, you have to like warm it up with your finger to get it on your cheek. But what I've noticed is that because I'm consistently using this, it's not getting that like dryness on top, and I'm not having to do that as frequently. Now this is something when I rolled this in, I wanted to get as much progress as possible. I was not thinking I was gonna finish it in 2024, but was thinking I could get a head start and then hopefully finish in 2025. And I do believe that that is something that will be possible. This is something I will likely roll in right away to my 2025 rolling project 10 pan and hope to finish off maybe the first half of the year, but I'm really excited to see my progress with this. I think this is a beautiful cream highlight. It is a really easy formula to work with. It blends really nicely and I've been really happy to continue to work on this. All right, next up I have my Merit blush stick, which I did lose for a while and then I found it again last update. This is my Beverly Hills blush stick. This is where we are at. I did not reach for this the most since the last update, and this is something I also want to roll in next year just because I'm so curious to see what happens when you get level with the packaging. Like, do we have a bunch of cream blush into the packaging because it is like a taller package, or is it like you get flushed with the packaging and the product is just done? I don't know. I don't know, but I do want to find out. And this is a really, really easy wearable product. It is the most effortless cream blush formula I think I've ever worked with, but it is very sheer. It's not going to be the most pigmented. So if you're looking for a really pigmented formula, this is not going to be for you. But if you're looking for something to just kind of like amp up your beauty, just take it a little bit to the next level, like you're still you, but you're just adding like a little bit of a flush. This is such a beautiful product. I don't know if we're gonna finish this gloss, you guys. And I remember rolling this into this project and being like, girl, like you need to like remember to like consistently reach for this, because I've panned a Becca gloss in the past and I know how freaking long it takes to get through these glosses. So this is the Becca Chrissy Teigen gloss. This is in the shade Beach Bum. It is a very beautiful gloss. I obviously have a ton of windowing with this product. There's still a lot left to go. And I will say this is not a shade that I'm really loving this time of year. I think this is more of like a warm brownie nude or peachy nude. And I think it's definitely something that suits me better in like the spring, summertime. I'm trying to get some use out of this, but this is something I don't think is going to be an empty this year. Okay, a product I hope is an empty, but I'm honestly not sure, is my Fenty Beauty Eaze Drop Stick foundation. I want to be very careful when opening it because I've gotten to the point where like, you roll it up. There's what mine looks like. You roll it up past the point, like you can, once you get to the point where it's flush with the packaging, you can keep like pushing this product up. It just looks like it's gonna be a mess to use at this point in time. And my skin is just so dry and flaky right now. Like it literally just flakes off. I don't know that this is going to be the most flattering formula, but I am still going to make the effort to finish this off because I would love to have one more foundation empty before the year ends. But I'm not super sold that this is gonna be an empty. I really want it to be though. I really, really am hoping that I can finish that off. This next product I knew I likely wasn't going to finish before the end of the year, but I wanted to get a head start on this and just encourage me to get more use out of my NYX Bare With Me Serum Concealer. This is one of my favorite concealers at this point in time. I love my Charlotte Tilbury, but I like this one better than the Tower 28, and the Tower 28 is more expensive than this, so that's great. That's not to say I don't like the Tower 28 and I don't recommend that formula. I do think it is very beautiful, but in the future I will continue to repurchase the NYX. Like this is definitely going to be a repurchase for me, and I don't think I need both the NYX and the Tower 28. I do find the NYX actually gives a little bit more coverage, but it still has that serum-like texture underneath the eyes. It still looks really fresh and hydrating underneath the eyes. So I've been really happy with this. I had a ton of use on this last update. I rolled this in just a couple of months ago. Last update we went from here to here, and I was doing my makeup so much in October, like multiple times a day, many days. So not quite as big of a jump this update, obviously. But I also did purchase 2 new concealers this past month in the Sephora VIB sale, which I've been trying to get use out of those. And I will say it takes a little bit of time to get used to the amount of product that comes out with the NYX serum concealer, and a lot comes out per pump. So there's like a bit of a learning curve to like not overusing the product or not getting too much out. So I will finish this, I'm sure, at some point next year, and then I will be repurchasing this. I think it is a beautiful concealer. I'm so happy with this. So pleased that I rolled this in because it was kind of neglected. Like I felt like I liked it, before rolling it in, but then rolling it in and using it consistently day after week after week just kind of solidified that this is a favorite concealer of mine. And then finally, you guys, the 10th and final product, my rollout. I'm so happy about this. Like, I'm so happy to just be done with this. This is the Nabla Angel Aura Radiant Plumping Serum Primer. This I did not love on the face. This was greasy and sticky and felt really distracting. I also just didn't love the shade of the glow. It was like a pink gold, like it was more gold but had a bit of a pink to it. I just didn't love it. So I ended up using this on like my chest and shoulders to add a bit of a glow, but it wasn't like so glowy, and it still like made you sticky, so I didn't even really love using it that way. Regardless, this is an empty. I do have another empty to add to my year-end empties, which I'm so excited about. Another primer empty. And primer, I truly feel like primer is a category that I used to love to test and try new primers so much, but I feel like I've really honed in on my favorites, and I feel like that's a category I can really work my way through some of my lingering primers and then really keep my primer collection to like 5 or less. Like, I really feel like I could, and 5 probably sounds like a lot of primers to some, but for me, I used to have like 15 to 20 primers, and I like loved that. And now I'm like, okay, even to have like between like 5 and 8 primers, like my solid standard like 3 staples, and then a couple that I'm, you know, testing and trying or just having fun with, because I still am always gonna love to test and try new products from here to there from time to time. But primer is a category, primer and concealer, although I feel like I've gone a little concealer crazy lately. I feel like those are 2 categories that I really can like curate down a bit. So very excited to have an empty, another one to add to the year-end empties. I will give you guys my final stats for all of the products that we were able to either hit a pan on and use up when we do the finale, either at the very end of this month or likely like the first few days of January. And then in that same video, I will do like reintroducing this project, and we'll refresh all of the products that I'll be focused on in 2025. That is going to wrap up and conclude today's video though. I really wanted to film one more video before leaving for work, but I'm not gonna have time. Anyway, that doesn't matter to you guys. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch. If there's any content you'd like to see throughout the month of December for me, let me know. I do still have a few days. I'm trying to figure out what I want to film. I do still have a few days open for different content ideas, so let me know what you are interested in seeing. But thank you so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting me, my channel, and Vlogmas. I know there's so many videos to choose from at this current moment, current time throughout the month of December. So thank you so much for clicking on this one. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.